Okay. Hey everybody, this is Pesa Shayo from pesashayo.com, and today on the local business spotlight, we are featuring a very great couple, Dylan and Daisy, who are running DJD Entertainment here in Wichita, Kansas, where they actually provide a lot of entertainment for parties, weddings, just events, birthday party, just a lot of things. And I'm so excited because number one, they're working as a couple and they are such an inspiration for me and a lot of people here in Wichita. Welcome, Dylan and Daisy.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yes. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Go ahead, you go first.
Well, as everybody already knows, my name is Daisy. So originally I'm from Kansas City. I moved to Wichita about, it's been 7 years apparently. And and so I had moved originally to come to WSU for mechanical engineering, and somewhere along the way I met this guy here. When we started dating, shortly about a year after dating, I started getting involved with the DJ business and helping him out in small ways with setting up and small things here and there. And now it's grown to where I do a lot more. We run it together. We make all the decisions together, and that's where it's at, and growing from here.
And that's amazing, and we'll get to talk a lot about that later when because I'm always excited when I see a couple working together. We'll get to talk to that later. Dylan, tell us about how you started.
Thank you. So I actually got started when I was a sophomore, I believe, in high school. I believe I was 16 or so, and I've always had a love for music, just being from different parts of the world and stuff like that. I'm originally from India, and so in 2007, my parents, my brother and me actually moved to the United States. And so it was a bit of a different culture and all, but the one thing that I always loved was music, and that's the one thing that brought everybody together, and that's what I always watched, how music brought people from different cultures together. And so when I was a sophomore, I started doing school dances and all, and the way that all happened was, I literally grabbed a couple, it was like a speaker or two and a light. I started off with a small amount of equipment, and thankfully to my dad was able to help me out. In high school, not many people have a whole lot of money, so my dad helped me out with a lot of that, so I'm very grateful to him for that. And from that, I started doing some school dances here and there. And in the back of my head, I know people were always wondering, like, this kid's not from here. He's very young. I don't know how much he knows about this kind of music that we listen to. But the thing about it was I would always do my research, or I would always learn and appreciate new styles of music. So when I did do different events or school dances or private events like birthday parties and whatnot, I would learn what they wanted to listen to and incorporate that in. So they were always very surprised. And from that, the referrals and just a lot of business coming to us, we were able to start growing and grow into weddings. And like Daisy said, when we started dating, I don't know what she thought about it at first. Young kids running a DJ business and stuff like that, but over time, she got very involved, and that's what kind of blew me away as well, because a lot of times you date people, but they don't necessarily get involved in your business, but she was very forthcoming about doing that, and so we just kind of started working it together, and now we've been doing lots and lots of weddings, and people love Daisy when she's emceeing and when we work together and stuff like that. So it's definitely been a ride. There've been some ups and downs, but it's been a great ride, and very grateful for everything, ups and downs.
It's amazing that you've been in business for the last 9 years, and just the fact that you started this in high school and you've been able to make it work with your partner, it's phenomenal. And that just tells us about how much you need to grow and the level of teamwork you have to put in. Because if you're not on the same page, that event won't happen that night.
No. You're right.
And it's not like an employee that you can just tell her what to do. No, it's like you gotta agree.
You will get killed if you treat.
That's amazing. So what makes your DJ company different from other entertainment companies here in Wichita or just in Kansas?
Okay. So as he said, he's from India. My family's originally from Mexico, so we get to know from personal experience, the difference in cultures, and so it's allowed us to be diversified and more than just. I mean, yes, we have your American culture, but we can also expand into other markets. America is very diverse, so
Yes.
if you want to expand to that level, you have to be diverse yourself. And so we've learned to mix in a little bit of African music, with Hindi and Spanish music.
Big market. Yeah, the Latin market's a very big market.
Yes.
So it's helped us expand and know different genres and types of music and things that bring people together.
Yes.
When they come and dance, different traditions as well, which have definitely made a huge difference. We just love learning about different cultures and their traditions, and so we research with every wedding. No wedding's ever the same.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like I said in the beginning too, I mean, music always brings different cultures together. So when we play different kinds of music, it's funny because you see people from all different parts of the world, different skin color, whatever it is, they all come together and they dance to it just because it's a fun event and it's fun music. So we see that a lot.
Yes. And one thing I like about this is just when somebody from another, somebody who likes a different type of music, when you guys can play that for them, they feel like they're actually included in the event.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's not just the mainstream music, but when I go to a party and I feel like you actually you put an African song there, I'm like, yeah, they actually are listening to me, and I feel included.
Absolutely.
Yes.
A big part about that is reading the crowd. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of DJ companies out there. There's a lot of DJs out there. But reading the crowd is something that you can't necessarily teach somebody. I mean, that's just something like you see, for example, like I spin in clubs sometimes too, and you watch certain groups of people come in and just based on who they are, wherever they're from, and you can tell when they walk in. I mean, if you start spinning that stuff and you watch their reaction,
yeah,
you've got like they're one of your favorites now.
So you are all no, you're not just looking at your laptop, you're also looking at the crowds and looking at the expressions.
Absolutely. We're constantly reading the crowd, and whenever we have weddings and all, and people come up to us at the end, that's a big compliment they get, that we love how you played what we enjoyed and how you read the crowd and stuff like that. I mean, that's a very, very big part of it.
Wow. Yeah. So when you are not doing the music thing, the DJ thing, what do you do on your spare time?
We love to travel. We travel a lot. Last year we were in Mexico. We went to her city where she's from, and then later on in the year, in December, we actually went to India. So she came down to India to come and meet some of my family and all that. So we love to travel. I mean, we've been all across the country, and outside of that, we just spend time with friends and family, quality time.
And guys, I follow Dylan and Daisy on Facebook, and I'm telling you, it seems like every day they're traveling. It feels like every day they're going somewhere. They're just going places. So that's really exciting. Yeah. So you love to travel, hanging out with friends. Do you have any advice for other local business owners who are actually starting to work as a couple? Because that's something that I'm always excited to hear. Like, what advice do you want to give to other business owners who are thinking about jumping into business and also work as a couple?
Right. You want to take some of that first? I'll jump on.
First things first. When you talk business, and don't mix any of your personal problems that you're having in between. I mean, no couple's perfect. Everyone fights.
Yes.
Just remember to keep those personal fights outside of the business. Right. It's hard sometimes because you can want to retaliate even within the business, and you have to remember, you can't do that because you're not hurting yourself, only you're hurting your business, which is your livelihood.
Right.
It's what's going to provide for our future kids, hopefully for generations to come. And so we have to remember, look at the bigger picture. We're not just affecting ourselves, we're affecting others. Right. And so that's definitely the biggest part. Learn to separate those problems.
Yeah. And also along with that, if you're doing a wedding that day, you're affecting that couple and you're messing up their day, and you never want to piss any bride off. That too. But along with that, I mean, it's just respect. I mean, it's just knowing respect with your significant other, and everybody's got strengths and everybody's got weaknesses. For example, I like being on the mic. I don't have a problem being on the mic. But Daisy, for a little while, had a little bit of stage fright, and she was scared of being on the mic. But after gently giving her a nudge over and over again, she started jumping on the mic, and now she's on the mic more. So just kind of knowing your role within as well is also very important. So whenever we do events, I'm DJing and Daisy's on the mic, emceeing and announcing, and working with the couple and their bridal party. And sometimes we rotate, and sometimes she's going ahead, push and play, and DJing while I'm getting that figured out. So it's always work to each other's strengths and cover each other's weaknesses.
Yes. Okay, and also allowing each other a space to grow, because if you also, there's a way she was able to grow in the business, and now she's more confident getting the mic and just being out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have any offers right now? Because it's getting cold in Kansas. November. Do you have any holiday offers that you want to offer anybody who wants to book with you for the holidays?
Yeah, you wanna take the green? I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the things we're working on is we just recently launched this, where we've got 3 different packages, and whoever wants these different packages is welcome to reach out to us. But our top tier package, we've loaded it up with different things like a dancing on a cloud, where the couple's literally on a cloud of fog, basically, that's below their knees, so it literally looks like they're in the crowd. We do other things like a monogram as well, where we customize a design of their names or initials and shoot it up on a wall. So
Yeah.
that's all put in the big package. But something we're also adding in there is we're actually going to be giving a $100 travel savings card to anybody who books our highest package, so they can get some added value on there, and they're able to use that at thousands and thousands of hotels all across the world. So we're going to be giving that added value to our top package as well. And then we're actually running another promotion, which Daisy will cover right now.
So one of our goals that we've recently started is we wanted to expand and partner with other local vendors to where we can make it easier on the bride and groom or anyone who's planning a big event, even like a quinceañera, because you're going everywhere and it's hard to find everyone and getting everyone to work together. So our first step is we've partnered with a photographer, Gina Photography. Hopefully you're on there, Gina. Shout out to you. So we partner with her in our package, and so what we've done is we've combined our packages, and so the couple can pick between our 3 packages and her 3 packages, and based on the combined total, we take off 20%.
Okay.
So it's here. They get a DJ and they get a photographer, and they know that we're going to work together. We're going to have the communication streamlined. So we don't have to worry about any, miscommunications or get-ups in between. Sometimes it can be hard working with photographers, meeting them for the first time and trying to get everything scheduled like last minute on the spot, make sure everything runs smoothly behind the scenes.
Yes.
And so we partner with her as a way to also just help people save some money and time, because it takes time to go around and getting quotes and asking everyone for help and recommendations. So
That will be going till the end of November as of right now.
So yeah, your wedding doesn't have to be in November. As long as you book by the end of November, you will get that promotion.
So that's great. So how can they get a hold of you guys? I know you guys are on Facebook, you have a website, but what's your website and how can they get hold of you?
So we've actually, we've got on Facebook, we're just DJD Entertainment, and on Instagram, on Twitter, Snapchat, any of that stuff, it's all DJD ICT. So it's DJD with 2 E's, and then it's ICT.
Okay.
And that's the easiest way for people to get a hold of us. And we'd love to hear from people. Either communicate, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but that's all right. We love communicating with people regardless.
So everywhere they need to go, it has to be DJD ICT.
That's correct. Yep. Thank you.
DJD ICT. Okay. So, folks, any social media platform where you go and see DJD ICT, that means that's Dylan and Daisy, the 2 Ds.
Yep.
How that worked out, right?
It's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, everything works out, man. It's DJD, and it means either Dylan or Daisy. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. So, folks, this was another local business spotlight, and today we are featuring the awesome couple of Daisy and Dylan, who are running DJD Entertainment here in Wichita, Kansas. And if you have a wedding, just any event, even if you don't know if you really need a DJ, just contact Dylan or Daisy, and they might even actually just lead you. They will answer your questions and actually lead you down the right path. And if you're planning for an event now during the holidays for your employees, just any event, hook them up, and they'll take care of you. And if it's for the spring season, they'll also take care of if you're having a wedding out there. Folks, until next week when we'll have another local business, we'll here at the local business spotlight. This is Pesa, and bye and God bless.
Thank you, Pesa.
Thank you, Pesa.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.